He's gonna hop up on the apron, oh! And he pulls up that middle rope right as Phil Brown is re-entering the ring. Devontae's has Brown up, fireman scary position. And a TKO plants him in the center of the ring. No way it ends like this. 2, 3, and Devontae's pulls off the huge upset.
Phil Brown, you, my friend, have been a thorn in my side for years. Not days, not months, but years. But now, I've got the hoss of all hosses. Devontae's is in my stable, and the goal is clear. This man takes out Phil Brown, and then that clears the path to championship gold. This man knows his assignment. This man knows what must be done.
He's not going to stop the reign that I have here in BCW. He's not going to solidify and mess up my legacy here. I'm born for this. I've been the man here. And Neil, just bring what you got, man, because I'm going to just keep knocking him down.
Get your mom, get your dad, get your sister Sue, get grandma out the tub. Get down and bet everything you got that in 2022, there's no more Phil Brown, and the hoss here is toting championship gold.
Certainly not big fans of the big 4-4.
Hey, a lot of y'all can use my comedy class because none of your heckling is funny. And your timing is absolutely terrible. Y'all realize you're yelling over top of each other. Y'all sound like a bunch of seagulls fighting over French fries. Shut up.
What is the point of this anyway? Sharkey, the manager of champions, the leader of the Sharkey Tank. Tonight's guest on the Loulies Lounge. And as the big 4-4 mentioned, flanking Neil Sharkey here will be Devontae's. The powerhouse who made his VCW debut back in 2021. And you have to wonder, what will Neil Sharkey have to say? What is his game plan here for 2022, and specifically the Platinum icon, Phil Brown? Two stand-up gentlemen right there.
All right, so my next guest, if I really gave him a proper introduction, it'd be kind of boring. I'll just say he's pretty much been hanging around BCW ever since the Clinton administration and A.L. Gallup. Just play Phil Brown's music. Put him out there.
So Tim Loulies with a very underwhelming introduction. For the franchise of BCW, the Platinum icon Phil Brown, he has won every championship in Virginia Championship Wrestling. And here he comes with that Platinum swagger. And a great ovation there for the franchise of BCW. And he is taking his time getting into the ring here, as he has had his issues in recent months with Devontae's and, of course, Neil Sharkey and the Sharkey Tank. And Phil, the leader of BCW, going around ringside greeting some of our regulars and the great fans of Virginia Championship Wrestling. And the Platinum icon, all sorts of jacked up tonight here in Norfolk, as he will join Neil Sharkey and Devontae's, and of course the big 4-4 Tim Loulies on tonight's edition of the Loulies Lounge.
Hey, calm. Everyone, come on. All right, now. Oh yeah. Wait. Before we start this whole thing, I just want to tell you how much appreciation I have for you, Neil Sharkey. I've learned so much from this man. I appreciate your mentorship, your tutelage.
Are we sucking up to Neil Sharkey or are we doing an interview?
Hey! This man right here is the closest thing pro wrestling has to Bobby the Brain Heenan. You need to appreciate this man.
Talk about a stretch.
Give him his flowers. You're above all that, sir. They don't even...
Crowd certainly giving it to Tim Loulies and Neil Sharkey.
What a foul mouth these people have. There's children here. A lot of them are your ugly children. How about you watch your mouth? Now, let's address this issue. Let's address this issue of bullying that's been going on. Mr. Neil, would you like to explain your side of the story?
As what sort of bullying are they speaking of?
It's very hard for me to talk about, people. Can I have a hug?
Oh, come on!
You see? I am a victim! abuse.
What is Sharkey even talking about?
How do you respond to that, Phil? Well, we don't really care. Hey, let me ask you something.
What?
Devontae, where did you find this stack of bricks? The hoss of all hosses. This is a specimen. Where did you find it?
I came on the way out of the train as you know. But this man, you look like a woman with the plan, the horse, you saw all horses is here.
How does it feel recently you losing the U.S. Liberty title? How did that feel? Speaking of titles, by the way,
And Tim Loulies at this
I
point,
understand.
completely trolling Phil Brown.
What titles exactly is he targeting here in BCW?
All the gold in BCW.
That's pretty exciting. Everybody should be on notice in that locker room. So Phil, I mean, again, I don't really care. So let's talk about
And it looks like finally, the third time will be the charm here as Phil Brown has something to say.
First of all, I'm going to start this off. We've heard enough of you, Kool-Aid Jug. Hey, man, you're sweating though, you're sweating. Hey, Neil, check it out. These people ain't here. They ain't here to hear all this mess, all this talking. I mean, Devontae's right there. Holla at me, bro. We gotta run this back. Let's run it back. And I tell you what, you wanna see me and Devontae run it back right now?
Phil Brown wants another crack at the hoss of all hosses.
Look, this ain't even about you, bro. It's not even about you. It's me and this cat right here. Let's run it back, bro. Hit the bell. Get somebody out of the ring going right now. Let's go.
Phil Brown wants to run it back. He wants a rematch with Devontae's right here in Norfolk.
So you want Devontae's one-on-one tonight? Well, Phil Brown, much like the people in Norfolk, you obviously haven't done your homework.
What's he talking about?
Because Devontae has a match already tonight. No. So what I did do, I'll throw you a bone, Phil. I prearranged for you to have an opponent tonight. Handpicked. As a matter of fact, he's the newest member of the Sharkey Tank.
Who's he talking about?
Microphone. We've got this all set up. If you would come
Brandon
down
Maffini's
here
in on
and
it.
introduce Mr. Brown's opponent for this evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Phil Brown's opponent. He hails from Diablo Canyon, Colorado. Weighing in at 285 pounds, Buckshot Brian Brock.
Buckshot Brian Brock returning to Virginia Championship Wrestling here in a singles debut. Former BCW Tag Team Champion Buckshot Brian Brock has arrived and is the newest member of the Sharkey Tank. Breaking news right here in the Temple. Devontae instead. He's going to get Buckshot Brian Brock, a real throwback type performer with that hard-hitting, no-nonsense style. And Phil Brown turns his back to Buckshot Brian Brock, looking at Neil Sharkey. Senior official Ron Mills calls for the bell, and we are underway here. As Brian Brock, returning to Virginia Championship Wrestling for the first time in over 2 years, taking on the biggest adversary of the Sharkey Tank in the form of the Platinum Icon. As Phil Brown here, taking a breath, and now follows in pursuit of Buckshot Brian Brock, but once again, turning his back to his opponent. Eyes squarely focused on Neil Sharkey. This might be a mistake here by the Platinum Icon. Turns around, saw it coming this time, and stays one step ahead of Brian Brock in what is essentially a 3-on-1 with Sharkey and Devontae out there. As Brown now looks to follow in pursuit of Brian Brock, who's looking to make a huge impression tonight. Had no idea Brian Brock was in the building, let alone the newest member of the Sharkey Tank. And Brock feels the effects of the back elbow of Phil Brown, and the Platinum Icon creates more separation here. And Brown charges out of the corner, but Brian Brock trips him up here, and now Buckshot starting to go to work out of Diablo Cave in Colorado, recently relocating from Port Tampa, Florida. As Brian Brock is one mean, nasty individual. And certainly has what it takes, not just to deviate Phil Brown's game plan, but Buckshot Brian Brock certainly has enough in the tank, in his skill set, to take it right to Ken Dixon and go after the Virginia Heavyweight Championship. A man who has competed on the national stage in the past. Of course, known here in Virginia, notably for tag team competition, but with former partner Michael Patrick hanging up the boots. Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, Brian Brock on his own here and once again back at VCW, looking to get it done by himself this time, with the assistance of Neil Sharkey, as Phil Brown gets the big man up and over. Brown is down, Brock is down. This grudge match impromptu hanging the balance here in Virginia. As Phil Brown looking to get back to his feet here, Buckshot Brian Brock has the advantage, and now draping that left leg across the back of the neck of Phil Brown, compromising the breathing of the Platinum Icon. As Brock continue to do damage and then inflict more punishment here on Phil Brown. As the game plan of Neil Sharkey coming to fruition here, all along, he was going to throw Buckshot Brian Brock right at Phil Brown. Certainly unbeknownst to the Platinum Icon, lateral press. Brock doesn't hook the leg, and it's only 2. But with the addition of Brian Brock, Devontae's in the fold, who knows who else Neil Sharkey might bring on board. As the Sharkey Tank looking to become the premier force here in VCW. Throughout 2022, Brock drives that elbow right to the heart of Brown, tries another cover. And again, only 2. We know still coming up a little bit later on, the Virginia Heavyweight Championship on the line, fatal 4-way style. The Greek God Papadon, the U.S. Liberty Champion, will challenge Ken Dixon, along with Dirty Money and Brandon Scott. where of course the winner will take on Joe Keys. Coming up July 30th in the Liberty Lottery. As Brian Brock, returning to VCW, looking to make a big impression here right now. And possibly insert himself into the fold coming up on July 30th. As this capacity crowd in Norfolk rallying behind the Platinum Icon here, the franchise of VCW. As this one has been largely back and forth, Brock has had slight advantage over the last several minutes here. And Brock collides with Brown in the center of the ring. The momentum sends the Platinum Icon down, and Brian Brock stumbles to the canvas as well, as your senior official Ron Mills begins to administer his count yet again. Ron Mills about halfway to 10, as Brock in your background starting to stand up. Phil Brown in your foreground pulls himself to a vertical base, and here we go, back and forth, tooth and nail we go. Brown and Brock exchanging blows in the center of the ring here. The Platinum Icon getting the best of Buckshot Brian Brock. And Brown tries to keep the momentum rolling here. And Phil with a series of strikes. Connects with the killer. This could do it. 1-0. And Devontae's pops up. Phil Brown appears to have the match won. As Devontae's drops down off the apron, Ron Mills is going to need to control this. And Brock with a stinging right hand between the eyes grounds Phil Brown yet again. And now Brock could have been setting him up there for that power slam. Brown connects with another super kick. And Brown thinks this might do it, hooks that inside leg. And Ron Mills pokes his head up at the correct time, sees Brian Brock's foot on the bottom rope, but it's all due to Neil Sharkey's interference here. As Brown, not worrying about one, not two, but three opponents here. Brown trying to plant Brian Brock. Buckshot with a big lariat. There's a cover, 2, 3, and Brian Brock wins his singles debut here in VCW.
The winner of the match, Buckshot Brian Brock.
So Phil Brown was on the precipice of victory, and it looked like he was going to spoil the party for the Sharkey Tank. But Buckshot Brian Brock gets a small assist from Neil Sharkey and Devontae's, and Brock wins his singles debut here in VCW, upending the Platinum Icon Phil Brown. As Brock on the entrance ramp there, Devontae's inside the ring, Neil Sharkey directing traffic, and the Sharkey Tank beginning to circle the Platinum Icon. And Brock heading back towards the ring. And this damage appears to be far from over, as these two behemoths look to unload and send an even stronger message to Phil Brown. Hey, this is a 2-on-1 beatdown once again, orchestrated at the hands of Neil Sharkey. Wait a minute! This is born! As the big man returns with a steel chair. And the last thing the Sharkey Tank wants to do is enter the bore zone. You see the look on Neil Sharkey's face. You listen to this capacity crowd. You're essentially looking at the past, present, and future of VCW. things off. The Sharkey Tank here. And right when the numbers game was starting to favor Neil Sharkey and company, Bohr essentially evens the odds, coming to the aid of Phil Brown. And we talked about Brian Brock looking to possibly make a great impression tonight, and a big enough one to put himself in contention at the Liberty Lottery coming up on July 30th. We know Phil Brown, his issues with the Sharkey Tank appear to be far from over. You throw Bohr in the mix, something has to come down, and it will come down very soon perhaps. July 30th, right back here in the Masonic Temple, when VCW presents the Liberty Lottery.